I think engagement comes down to motivation. So if you're not motivating your students, first off, like Ollie said, good teaching is good teaching. Good engagement is good engagement. If they're not motivated and engaged from the start, then you're going to come up against barriers as you go through. And like Mark's just shared about software overwhelm. If it's not going to add value to your lesson, or students aren't engaged to understand what that value is or the purpose of using that tool, then you're going to really struggle. But I think the thing about engagement for me is I think there was a big lean towards videoed lessons or live lessons that were recorded. And they've been mentioned a few times through here. But would you have sat for an hour at your desk lecturing in your classroom? Is the question I often ask. Because I think we then felt that we had to create massively long videos, and we wouldn't. We would stand, do some input, like Ollie said, break it down, small steps, small input. Then we'd go around the room, we'd circulate, we'd check on progress, and then we'd adjust the task and change the direction. And I think coming back to what Ollie said, good teaching being good teaching, that is still good teaching. But that's where your engagement comes. Your short chunks need to be short chunks. They need to be short videoed, recorded bits. So my asynchronous material is my teacher talk in very small chunks, followed by a quick low stakes self-marking exercise. And then they reflect on their progress. And then we can direct the lesson based on there. Because mine's asynchronous, mine uses branching logic and going to section based on answer in the form. So I've thought about all the possible scenarios, and I can keep them engaged as they go through by giving them the content that's relevant to them. And I think that's a key point as well, is that as well as all the platforms that came at us, lots of content came at us as well. Like, oh, I could present it this way. Oh, I could present it this way. Well, actually, is that what's going to engage them? Is that what they need at this point in the lesson? Or are you just throwing things at them and hoping it sticks? And so thinking about engagement, low stakes quizzing, quick wins, self-marking exercises, ways for students to connect with other people is really engaging. David said like he cleared the schedule and everyone just had long chats. And I think we did that, and we need to continue doing that. We need to keep checking in on people. But I think we can also do that by doing, Mark said about presentation software. It's nothing more brilliant than a collaborative slide deck and seeing all the students appear all at once working together. And then you know they're engaged because you know they're working with their friends. So the tasks that we would have normally done just need slight tweaks to fit this hybrid environment, but hold true to what everyone else has said. Good teaching is good teaching, and please don't sit and lecture and feel like you have to sit and lecture. Short chunks, short videos, or short engagements, or put some quizzing in the video. You know, there's many platforms. You've got Edpuzzle, or you can do it in Screencastify, or any other way the way you can put the quiz in the video. Or you can go like I did and go make your own GIFs, and my students are loving life learning from GIFs. You know your skill set, but please just keep it short chunks. I think that's the biggest thing I've learned from this.